Good Wednesday evening, Western Colorado. I'm First Warn 8 Chief Meteorologist Eddie Shear, coming to you from inside the First Warn 8 Weather Center. And I just want to give you a brief rundown as to what our winter storm is currently doing and where I think we're going as we head into our day on Thursday. So here are the First Warn 8 weather headlines. Basically, they'll tell us that this storm will stick around through Thursday as far as the valleys go. Looks like the snow should come to an end by late morning in areas that do see the snow. Any rain or snow that develops this evening will change to snow by midnight, and that is primarily for the Grand Valley. Most other valleys shouldn't have a problem fighting with precipitation types. The heaviest snow looks like it will happen late tonight into early tomorrow morning, so I may have to shift this a little bit forward, looking at some of the latest computer model data showing that snow coming in starting about 5 or 6 in the morning after a lull overnight. And as far as valleys go, expect amounts to remain on the light to moderate side. We do have plenty of winter weather advisories to talk about. Most of these have been in effect since yesterday. A couple new ones, though. This one for the lower elevations of Delta County as well as Montrose County. That winter weather advisory was issued tonight and will expire at noon tomorrow. And then down the I-70 corridor from Eagle all the way to DeBeck, that winter weather advisory will also go until midday Thursday, and generally expect a couple of inches in these areas. The only area not under an advisory is the Grand Valley, and snow amounts here should be fairly light. And this area down toward the Four Corners and near Durango was under an advisory earlier today, but it looks like the snow there has since come to an end. Right now we are seeing snow in Montrose, lightly 31 degrees, also some snow in Aspen, 26. Other areas are cooling down, and as we go into Grand Junction, 36 right now, and we should see some snow at least a little bit, but it may hold off until the early morning hours on our Thursday. Satellite and radar picture showing that here is our storm. Big circulation of low pressure. You can see the moisture here in the western slope and a lot on the front range and out onto the plains. This storm primarily is going to have the most effect out on the plains. Here on the western slope, the high country will be affected. Some valleys will see a few inches of snow, but for the most part, it does not look like it's going to be that big of a deal. And as we take a closer look in, again, you can see this band of snow, but it has sort of begun to fall apart a little bit over the last couple of hours, especially into the Grand Junction area. As we head down to Montrose, some light snow right now. This is as of 9:21 in the Grand Valley. Again, not looking all that impressive, just some scattered drizzle or snowflakes at the moment. And then as we look back toward the Grand Mesa, some heavy snow at Powderhorn right now. Webcam showing that coming down pretty good. And then down the I-70 corridor, it looks like Rifle might be getting some light snow on Highway 13 up on Rio Blanco Hill, but doesn't look all that impressive. Nothing overly impressive at the moment. And actually, the whole radar on the western slope doesn't look that impressive, but I think we'll see this sort of lull out and weaken for a little while, and then another band will reform tomorrow morning, generally here in the I-70 corridor, and then push its way south, and that could drop a couple more inches of snow on areas that have seen some and give some areas that haven't seen some yet a little bit more. So we'll take a look at Futurecast. And this will take us through tonight, showing that we have the snow showers across the western slope continuing. And as far as the valleys go, the snow should be on and off or fairly light overnight. The heaviest snow will be in the high country, and then as we go into tomorrow morning, again, the snow showers will be continuing. Low temperatures tonight, generally 20s for the valleys, teens in the high country. For tomorrow, I think Montrose, Grand Junction, Rifle, Gunnison start the morning off with a little bit of light snow, but that will quickly wrap up by 9 or 10. Then I think we get some light snow showers in the afternoon, some breaks of sun, and a relatively chilly day compared to what we saw today. So by the time we are all said and done, how much snow do I think we'll see? Well, in the Grand Valley, looking at about a trace to 2, not really a big deal. Cedar Ridge, Mesa, Colburn, 3 to 7, 4 to 8, that range looking pretty likely. 1 to 3 from Parachute to Rifle, 3 to 7 for Carbondale, Basalt, Glenwood Springs, Aspen, Vale, the high country looking at 6 to 12 on the Grand Mesa. Could be talking about a foot plus. Good news for Powderhorn. Delta and Hotchkiss, the North Fork, looking at about 1 to 4 inches. As we head farther south down toward the Four Corners, by the time we are all said and done, and again, much of this has already fallen toward Durango, Cortez, and Dove Creek, 2 to 5 for Cortez and Dove Creek, 5 to 10 in Durango and Pagosa Springs, 6 to 12 locally more for the San Juans, potentially some higher amounts down toward Wolf Creek Pass. 1 to 3 for Nucla, Natarita, Montrose, Gunnison, looking at 3 to 6. And again, I think those higher amounts for Montrose will be towards southern Montrose County, the southern part of the city, lighter amounts farther north, and higher amounts as we get up towards Blue Mesa, Cerro Summit, and Gunnison, 3 to 6, looking pretty likely for that city. Temperatures tomorrow will be cooler than today. We're going to top out in the upper 30s in Grand Junction, mid-30s in Montrose. That snow likely in the morning and just some scattered snow showers in the afternoon. And that should generally be the trend across western Colorado tomorrow. Valleys topping out in the 30s, high country 20s. The snow in the mountains will continue through much of the day, while the valleys see the snow showers wrapping up by noon at the latest. Your 8-day forecast in Montrose will show a dry day Friday and then a chance of more snow Saturday afternoon into Sunday morning. Could be a couple of inches. That's our next system. We'll track closely for you. Upper 30s on Monday, and then again a few more clouds by Tuesday, possibly some more snow showers late next week, but I'm not biting on that one just yet. And in Grand Junction, some snow showers tomorrow, a little bit of a break on Friday. 40s for Saturday, 30s colder for Sunday, and again, it looks like a couple inches of snow possible Saturday afternoon, Saturday night into Sunday morning. We're dry on Monday and Tuesday with highs staying near 40 degrees. I'm First Warn 8 Chief Meteorologist Eddie Shear. This has been your evening. We'll call it Web Weather Update. If you want to follow my weather updates, you can search me on Facebook, like my page, First Warn 8 Meteorologist Eddie Shear. You can find me on Twitter at Eddie Shear, and my last name is spelled SHEERR, and on Google Plus, just search Plus Eddie Shear. Have a great night.